What will happen if aliens arrive on Earth? Gazing upward. Our eternal curiosity. For as long as we've existed, human beings have looked to the stars and wondered if we're alone. Ancient cave drawings show celestial patterns. Entire civilizations align their temples and monuments with the movements of the stars. Stories of visitors from the skies echo through mythologies from every continent. But what if those old legends held more truth than we realized? What if tomorrow we looked up, not in wonder, but in a ween, perhaps, fear? In the age of telescopes, satellites, and space telescopes like Hubble and James Webb, the question has become less mystical and more scientific. Are we truly alone in the universe? What happens if the answer comes knocking on our skies? It's a thought that excites some, terrifies others, and mystifies most. Because it's not just a question of possibility, it's a question of preparedness. Emotionally, culturally, spiritually, human curiosity about extraterrestrial life is also evident in the way we invest billions into space research. From NASA to SpaceX, from citizen scientists to the popularity of sci-fi. This isn't just science, it's a longing to connect beyond ourselves. The science of possibility. Are we really alone? Modern astronomy has revealed a universe more vast and full of potential than anyone ever imagined. With over 100 billion galaxies, each with billions of stars, it seems improbable that Earth is the only place with life. Enter the Fermi Paradox. If intelligent alien life is likely, why haven't we encountered it? Some say the Great Filter Theory might explain this. We might be one of many civilizations that either haven't survived long enough or are too early in the cosmic timeline. Others believe we're being watched in silence. Tools like the Drake equation give us mathematical hope. The 1977 signal gave us 72 seconds of something unusual. The icy moons of Europa and Enceladus may hide alien oceans. And interstellar objects like Oumuamua challenge what we think we know. The deeper we look, the more the universe whispers. Life might not be rare, it might be everywhere. Signals from the void, the clues we can't ignore. U.S. military pilots have reported UAP's unidentified aerial phenomena moving in ways we can't explain. The Pentagon now admits these things are real, but we don't know what they are. Harvard's Avi Loeb suggests Oumuamua might have been alien technology due to its strange acceleration and shape. The Breakthrough Listen project scans billions of stars. And fast radio bursts from deep space like FRB 121,102 repeat in mysterious patterns. Then there's the eerie silence. Maybe, like animals in a dark forest, intelligent life hides for good reason. We may not have made contact, but the universe is leaving breadcrumbs. The question is, are we following? First contact. What are the scenarios? Scenario 1. Peaceful arrival. They come in peace offering, wisdom, technology, or even friendship. Governments panic, but a new era begins. Scenario 2. Observation only. They arrive, but do nothing. They watch from orbit, or appear briefly. Maybe we're not ready. Scenario 3. Misinterpreted intent or hostility. We misunderstand. We attack. They defend. A war we cannot win begins born, not of aggression, but fear. Each scenario raises more questions than answers. But one thing is clear. How we respond will define us. A man named James. The story that changed everything. In 1987, James Holloway flew a routine path over Nevada. A blue light followed him, systems failed, time vanished. When he landed, logs showed 2 missing hours. He left the military. He wrote letters to schools, to libraries. He spoke of connection, not fear. It's not what I saw, it's what I felt, he wrote. Something greater, something watching, and something waiting. He never went public, but his quiet story continues to inspire those willing to believe that what we feel might matter more than what we see. Part 6. The psychological shift. How humanity might react. Imagine waking up to news that aliens are here. Not fiction, not theory, reality. Some would panic, others would pray. Markets might crash, some would call it a hoax, others would feel vindicated. But deep down, something fundamental would shift. Our identity as the only would be gone. We'd be forced to redefine what it means to be human. Education, politics, and religion would have to evolve. Mental health would become a global priority, but beneath the fear, hope might rise. Because if we are not alone, then we are not small. We are part of something much, much bigger. Ethical and moral questions we must face. Beyond the initial shock and awe of alien arrival, we would quickly find ourselves mired in profound ethical dilemmas. Who speaks for Earth? Which national coalition has the right to negotiate or even respond? The ethical questions posed by contact with an advanced extraterrestrial species could become the greatest test of human morality and global unity. One immediate concern would be representation. Would we entrust global powers like the United Nations? Or would rival superpowers seek to dominate the dialogue for political advantage? What if different governments interpret the visitor's message in conflicting ways? The risk of misunderstanding among ourselves could be just as dangerous as misunderstanding the aliens. There would also be serious discussions about containment and exposure. Should we attempt to isolate alien materials, technologies, or biological samples? Could such contact pose a threat not through aggression, but through contamination of our bodies, ecosystems, or even cultures? Imagine a device capable of infinite energy or a cure for all disease. Would it be shared equitably or hoarded by the few? Would societies that already struggle with inequality descend further into division? Philosophers and theologians would grapple with the ethics of coexistence. What rights would alien beings have on Earth? Would we recognize their sentience in the same way we aspire to recognize animals or other human cultures? These questions are not easy, but they are inevitable. And if we are to become a civilization capable of embracing the cosmos, we must first prove that we are capable of embracing each other. The role of faith, rewriting the divine. Faith has always shaped how we perceive the unknown, and few things would challenge faith more than the arrival of beings from the stars. For many, the discovery of intelligent extraterrestrial life might be a crisis of belief. Would holy texts need reinterpretation? Would God's relationship with humanity seem less exclusive or even diminished? Some might fear that alien contact disproves long-held doctrines. Others, however, could see the opposite. Many religious thinkers suggest that contact could reaffirm faith, not weaken it. The existence of other life forms may demonstrate a creator far grander and more inclusive than previously imagined. Just as the discovery that Earth orbits the Sun did not end faith, but transformed it, so too might this cosmic encounter lead to spiritual evolution. In some faith traditions, the universe is already seen as teeming with life and mystery. The Quran, for instance, refers to creatures of the heavens. Some Buddhist cosmologies imagine multiple realms of existence. Even Christian theology has room for interpreting other creations within God's dominion. Religious leaders would need to guide their followers through the storm of existential questions, and in doing so, they may help bridge the gap between the known and the unknowable. Faith, after all, is not the enemy of science. It is its companion in the search for meaning. And in a universe more populated than we ever expected, the two may find a new way forward together. A call for unity before it's too late. The prospect of alien contact presents humanity with a final Marora chance to confront our deepest divisions and choose something better. Because regardless of how or when they arrive, the truth remains. We are stronger united than divided. Global issues such as climate change, pandemics, economic inequality, and warfare have shown how interdependent our world truly is. And yet, despite the obvious need for cooperation, humanity often defaults to tribalism, fear, and competition. The arrival of an intelligent species from beyond Earth could offer the most compelling reason yet to transcend those old patterns. We would no longer be citizens of nations, but citizens of Earth. And perhaps, through that lens, we could begin solving our greatest internal challenges with the urgency and wisdom they deserve. Initiatives like global peace treaties, collaborative science missions, and shared ethical standards could take on new meaning. International cooperation would shift from idealistic to essential. The only way forward would be together. This is the moment where preparation matters. Not just preparing for aliens, but preparing ourselves. Learning to listen, to share, to lead with humility, because the future of humanity may not be about space travel or advanced technology, but about growing into the kind of species worthy of contact in the first place. Before we reach the stars, reaching each other. So, what will happen if aliens arrive on Earth? We might panic. We might unite. We might discover wonder descend into fear. But the truth is, Their arrival is not the end of the story. It's the beginning. And maybe the most important journey isn't the one that brings them here, but the one we must take to understand ourselves. Before we build faster ships, we must build stronger communities. Before we explore new worlds, we must heal the one we have. Before we speak to the stars, we must learn to listen to each other. James Holloway once wrote that his encounter didn't teach him about aliens. It taught him about humanity, its fragility, its potential, its heart. Maybe the visitors are already watching. Maybe they're waiting, not for our weapons, not for our wealth, but for our readiness. So let's prepare not with fear, but with hope, not with suspicion, but with wonder. Because in the end, the greatest discovery may not be what's out there. It may be what's inside us. And when they come, we greet them not as strangers, but as fellow travelers of the same universe,